This is the most arrogant killer I've ever seen. He actually demonstrated his murder method in public. Michael stood in the crowd, filled with rage and grief. This man had murdered his mother. Seeing this shameless criminal show no remorse, Michael could no longer hold back his anger. He rushed forward, ready to kill him on the spot. Several officers tried to stop him, but none of them were a match for Michael. He knocked them all to the ground. He was just about to reach the killer when a taser shot hit him, sending him crashing helplessly to the floor. The killer even mocked him afterward. David watched from the crowd and felt the same pain. He had gone through the exact same tragedy, the pain and helplessness of losing a loved one. Only those who've lived through it can truly understand. Since there's no death penalty under Korean law, these criminals may get arrested, but with connections and dirty tricks, they walk out of prison as free men. In the end, even if the victims' families object, they can only swallow their pain in silence. So David spent 10 years building a base for vengeance, dedicated to punishing criminals who escaped justice. David owned a taxi company. He carried out every mission himself, always driving the same model cab. That's why he named the team the Revenge Taxi. The team included hacker expert Emma, mechanics Ryan and Tyler, and David, who planned every operation. Now they only needed a skilled driver, someone who could handle the taxi flawlessly during missions. After witnessing Michael's outburst earlier that day, David pulled some strings that night to get his file. He opened it and saw that Michael was a retired Special Forces soldier, exactly the kind of talent they needed. After reviewing his background, David went straight to find him. He handed Michael a taxi driver business card, inviting him to join the Revenge Taxi and help take down criminals together. Michael was heartbroken that he couldn't avenge his mother himself, but when he read the service description on the back of the card, he agreed without hesitation. Michael's first mission was targeting a criminal who had assaulted and killed several underage girls. Because the case was especially heinous, he was sentenced to life in prison, but he bribed the guards and was later released by claiming mental illness. The crowd protested with signs, but nothing could change the outcome. All they could do was throw trash at him in anger. That's when his true nature showed instantly. One moment he acted humble and weak, but once he got in the car, his attitude flipped completely. What he didn't know was that he had just stepped into the Revenge Taxi, the one Michael was driving.